Hey, what's going on, guys? Bflattened here with a brand new video today. Today we're going to be going over the Diablo 4 patch notes that came in yesterday, by the time that this video is released. Diablo is something that I'm very new to and dipping my toes into for the very first time. However, rest assured, I am working very hard to learn the game in order to provide the content that you guys ultimately want to see, whether that be patch note videos, build videos, drops, whatever it may be. The start to that has begun as of a couple of weeks ago, but let's go ahead and dive into the patch notes and see where this journey takes us. So there's going to be a lot of bug fixes that were added into this patch: dungeons, events, and other activities. These are very specific ones, so I'm not going to go over the bug fixes and gameplay fixes directly, only the major changes. I'm going to put in the patch notes link in the description, so if you want to read these very specific bug fixes and gameplay fixes, feel free to read over them. If you got quests locked or things like that, that's what these are going to be. There is quite a bit of them, so I'm very happy to see that. We always love to see bug fixes and things like that. There is local co-op bug fixes as well, quest fixes, UI fixes, a lot of bug fixes that were definitely needed to be seen. Nothing that really stands out besides, again, very specific things. Let's go ahead and go over the miscellaneous, because the miscellaneous ones can be pretty important. Fixed an issue where users couldn't create a clan with their language was set to Russian or Spanish. Fixed an issue where the shop would not properly load if a player dies while in checkout. Fixed an issue where multiple cutscenes would not play if a player engaged with them in a party of 3 or more on the Xbox or PlayStation 4. Fixed an issue where the randomized look and swap body type actions in the shop didn't function when viewing cosmetics. Fixed an issue where the PlayStation 5 screen reader wouldn't function. Fixed an issue where the shop would not always function with a controller. Fixed an issue where the player's character's eye would display improperly during the Laura's cabin cutscene in the prologue. Stability, performance, and visual improvements across all platforms. Fixed an issue where players using laptops with certain dedicated graphics cards would not be able to play the game. Now, these are going to be the big adjustments for gameplay. The experience rewards is something that we've been talking about for a very long time as a player base to Blizzard, and it looks like they have answered these prayers. Significantly increases the experience awarded for completing nightmare dungeons. Significantly increases the experience gained from killing monsters in nightmare dungeons. Helltide chests now provide substantial more bonus XP when opened. Significantly increases reward experience from completing individual whispers across the board. Fixed an issue where no experience was awarded for completing the holdout style event that can occur after finishing dungeon objectives. Some general ones: the Helltide roaming bosses will now more consistently drop higher quality loot. Players can now teleport to their nightmare dungeon directly through the map. Huge fix. Weekly bonus cash from world bosses no longer have a level requirement. If you were on world tier 4, they were level 80, for example. If you weren't level 80, you could not open them. Now you can. There's some developer notes about the general and balance changes. If you guys want to read them, feel free. But there are specific character buffs as well. Each of them have their own tab, so just if you're going to be viewing this later on, just click on the tab themselves and they will open up to whichever character. So the Barbarian skills, Lunging Strike, the base damage has been increased from 30 to 33%. Fury generated increased from 9 to 10. Bash, Fury generated increase from 10 to 11. Enhanced, Bash's Fortify increase from 10 to 20. Frenzy, base damage increase from 20 to 22. Flay, bleeding base damage increase from 36 to 40. Fury generated increase from 9 to 10. And enhanced Flay's vulnerable chance has been increased from 10 to 15%. The base damage of Double Swing was increased from 36 to 40%. Kick, cooldown reduced from 17 to 13 seconds. Base damage dealt to enemies knocked back into terrain increased from 54 to 70%. Charge, enhanced charges base damage increased to enemies knocked back into terrain increased from 15 to 30%. Mighty Leap slow was increased from 50 to 70%. Iron Skin, enhanced Iron Skin's barrier increased from 10 to 20% of maximum life. Call of the Ancients, Prime Call of the Ancients bonus attack speed from 10 to 20. Iron Maelstrom cooldown from 60 to 45. The Prime Iron Maelstrom critical strike chance was increased from 10 to 30%. and the critical strike damage of the same thing was increased from 20 to 40%. Bounding Slam, the base damage was increased from 75 to 112% damage. Bull Kathos, Earthquake flat damage increased from 0.39 to 0.36 to 0.6 to 0.83. I wish I knew what that meant. I don't play Barbarian. Earthquake flat damage increased from 0.39, 0.76 to 0.6, 0.83. Dust Devil's flat damage increased from 1625 to 2232. Dust Devil flat damage increased from 1625 to 2232. The flat damage from Dust Devil from 2036 to 2038. The specific skills are Bull Kathos, Earthquake, Dust Devil, Wind Slasher, Devilish, and Iron Warrior. Iron Warrior's damage reduction increased from 10 to 20% to 15 to 25%. And a couple of items, Overkill, damage increased from 16 to 30% to 24 to 38%. Hellhammer, flat damage increased from 3 to 5 to 6 to 8. And that is a Barbarian. Next up, we have the Druid. Earth Spike, base damage increased of it from 16 to 17%. Spirit generated from 10 to 11. Fierce Earth Spike Fortify increased from 4 to 8%. Wind Shear, base damage increased from 17 to 18. Spirit generated from 12 to 13. Claws, base damage increased from 20 to 22. Spirit generated from 10 to 11. Wild Claw double attack chance increased from 10 to 15. Fierce Claw base damage increased from 10 to 15% as well. Maul, the base damage increased from 20 to 22%. Spirit generated from 14 to 15. Enhanced Maul Fortify from 2 to 3%. Lightning Storm, enhanced Lightning Storm duration increased from 4 to 6 seconds. Primal Lightning Storm's chance to immobilize increased from 8% to 12%. Shred, third attack base damage from 60 to 70%. Enhanced Shred healing from 1 to 2% of maximum life. Raging Shred's base damage increased from 51 to 70%. Primal Shred's bonus critical strike damage from 20 to 30%. The Wolves, cooldown reduction from 14 to 11 seconds. Ferocious Wolfpack lucky hit chance increased from 10 to 40%. Hurricane, base damage increased from 97.5 to 134%. Wow. Rabies, base poisoning damage from 53 to 76%. That's also huge. Cataclysm, base damage increased from 52 to 64%. Also huge. The base damage of Lacerate from 400% to 460%. My god. Petrified, critical strike damage bonus from 25 to 30%. Pummel, base damage from 140 to 160. We have a couple of passives as well. Bestial Rampage, attack speed bonus from 20 to 25%, and the damage from 20 to 30%. Nature's Fury, chance to cast a free spell increased from 20 to 30%. Lupine Ferocity, damage bonus increased from 60 to 70%. Some legendary aspects were reworked as well. Runeworker's Conduit, flat damage from 1 to 1.4. Mangled, chance increase from 20 to 30 to 30 to 40. Seismic Shift, cooldown decrease from 2.1, 1.5 to 2 to 1 seconds. Blurred Beast, the damage increase from 60 to 90 is now 70 to 100%. Lots of good buffs there for the Druid. Now for the Necromancer, there's actually quite a bit of changes here. Reap, base damage increase from 12 to 13%. Acolyte Reap's cooldown between corpses reduced from 5 to 4 seconds. Decompose, base damage increase from 30 to 30%. Base essence generated per second increased from 7 to 8. Corpses foreign frequency increased from 2.5 to 2 seconds. Hemorrhage, base damage increased from 25 to 27, and the essence generated increased from 8 to 9. Bone Splinters, base damage increased from 8 to 9%. Essence generated increased from 6 to 7. Sever, initial base damage increased from 63 to 66%. And then we have Enhanced Sever's return base damage increase from 25 to 40%. Bloodlance, Supernatural Bloodlance Overpower requirement reduced from 8 to 6 casts. Bone Prison, cooldown reduced from 20 to 18 seconds. Dreadful Bone Prison's Fortify increased from 5 to 8%. Iron Maiden, we had base damage increase from 10 to 20%, and Horrid Iron Maiden damage bonus increase from 15 to 20%. Next up, we have the Corpse Tendrils. Blight Corpse Tendrils chance to spawn Blood Orb increase from 30 to 35%. Next up, we have Bone Spikes. Base damage increase from 80 to 120% damage. Huge. Ray Skeleton and Golem. Minions will now always engage target with a cast curse. And that'll do it for the skills. Next up, we have some passives. We have Callan's Edict. Damage taken duration requirement reduced from 3 to 2 seconds. Rathma's Vigor. Healthy duration requirement reduced from 15 to 12%. Or 12 seconds, sorry. Spiked Armor. Thorns increased from 8, 16, 24 to 132. Or 123. I don't know why I said that backwards. Legendary Aspect, Bursting Bone. Flat damage increase from 22.03 to 045 to 06. Flesh Rending. Essence gain from 10 to 20 to 20 to 40. That's actually really good. Fast Blood. Ultimate cooldown reduction increased from 0.5 to 1 to 1.1 to... Or no, sorry, it's 1 to 1.5 seconds. Sorry. And that does it for the Necromancer. Next up, we have the Rogue. Skills Invigorating Strike. We have base damage increase from 23 to 25%. Blade Shift. We have base damage increase from 15 to 16%. Heartseeker. Base damage increase from 22 to 24. And primary Heartseeker damage increase from 30 to 75%. Wow. Forceful Arrow. Base damage increase from 20 to 22%. Barrage. Base damage from 20 to 22%. Caltrops. The Caltrops Chill increased from 20 to 25%. Smoke Grenade, the cooldown reduced from 15 to 13. That's really good. Rain of Arrows, cooldown reduced from 60 to 55 seconds. Prime Rain of Arrows imbuement potency increased from 20 to 30. Volley, the base damage increased from 70 to 105% base damage. Wow. Some passives, Close Quarters Combat, the damage was increased from 20 to 30. And the legendary aspects now, Escape Artist, cooldown was reduced from 100 to 45 seconds. Wow, that's really good. Umbrus, lucky hit chance from a Dark Shroud increased from 30 to 50 to 40 to 60%. And finally, an item, Eye in the Dark, increased Death Trap cooldown reduction from 30-15 to 20-15%. And that does it for the Rogue. And next up, we have the final class. We have the Sorcerer. Skills, we have Spark, base damage increase from 8 to 10%. Enhanced Spark damage increase from 5.6 to 7%. Flickering Spark chance increase from 3 to 4%. Frostbolt, base damage increase from 35 to 38%. Firebolt, burning damage increase from 40 to 44%. Charged Bolt, base damage increase from 28 to 30%. Incinerate, base damage increase from 49 to 54%. Enhanced Incinerate increase from 15 to 25%. Greater Incinerate Immobilize requirement reduced from 4 to 3 seconds. Fireball, the mana cost is decreased from 40 to 35. Frozen Orb, initial base damage increase from 32 to 36%. Explosion, base damage increase from 29 to 34%. Greater Frozen Orb, chance to apply vulnerable, increased from 25 to 30%. The base damage of Blizzard was increased from 120 to 130%. Ice Blades, chance to apply vulnerable, increased from 30 to 40%. This is the big one. Lightning Spear. Summon Lightning Spear's maximum damage bonus increased from 100 to 160%. Huge for Lightning Sorcerers. Crackling Energy, the base damage was increased from 15 to 20%. Freezing Wake, base damage increased from 60 to 110%. Some legendary aspects, Abundant Energy, chance to chain to additional enemy increased from 20 to 30 to 30 to 40%. Singed Extremities, slow amount increased from 25 to 30 to 40 to 60%. Chance to restore mana increased from 5 to 10% to 12 to 17%. Incendiary. Snow Guards, damage reduction increased from 10 to 15% to 20 to 25%. Concentration, mana reduction or mana regeneration increased from 10 to 20 to 20 to 30%. and some items as well. Flame Scar, flat damage increase from 1 to 2 to 2 to 3, and Staff of Lam Essen, damage reduction reduced from 40 to 30 to 35 to 25%. So this entire patch was just buffs, by the way. This was an entire patch of buffs to the characters, along with, like we were talking about, adjustments to gameplay, increasing XP, general loot, and then the rest is just bug fixes. So this is a huge, really good patch to see. I hope that this kind of stuff improves in the future, obviously with necessary nerfs as needed. But besides that, it looks like we have a really good path for our patch notes going forward. Hopefully we get to see more of this stuff in the future as we lead into seasons that are coming. Supposedly rumored for mid-July. We'll see about what happens with that. For those that don't know, I am streaming Diablo quite regularly from Tuesdays to Saturdays at my 5:30 p.m. Central Time. I've been working on a sorcerer. I'm level 79 at the moment, just trying to learn the game and trying to figure out everything and how to go forward with this path of Diablo. Hope to see you guys on the journey. My name is Bflattened, and I'm signing on out of here. Take care, all. Laters.